Yeah.
Well met, traveler. Archambair is the name. Though most, even in the south, I can't seem to keep these old bones warm. Share my fire if you like, as long as you bring no trouble with you. This war is for younger men than I. Studying the ruins. The Ayleid Well, specifically. It's said the light from Ayleid Wells has rejuvenating properties. I'd hoped to discover whether the light could be stored in a container, such as this. Nothing as yet. I found the ruin crawling with worm cultists. I'm just an old man, more at home in books than battle, so there was no way I could reach the Ayleid Well on my own. Still, I hoped they'd have cleared out by now. I couldn't ask you to risk your life. But you look like you can handle yourself, and truthfully, I wouldn't mind if the worm cultists found themselves in a little trouble. Take this crystal, and use it to gather the light from the Ayleid Well. It'll be hard to miss. It's not outside the ruin, so it's likely in a grand chamber, and heavily guarded. Be wary. How should I know? Do I look like a man who contemplates evil deeds in darkness? I'm too old for a world grown so strange. Oh, you return. And I can sense the alien energy you carry, so I don't even need to ask whether you were successful. I hope you caused plenty of trouble for the worm cultists. Oh, thrilling. I can just imagine the heroics. I'm sorry. Most of the pleasures of old age are vicarious. At least I still have my research, which you've helped immensely, I must add, thank you.
Yeah!
What do you want? Sometimes claws do not suffice. Sometimes only the skill of the able craftsman will do.
What do you want?
I heard an interesting story the other day.
Not another of your stories.
The wood elves deep in the forest say there's a being called the Wilder King who shapes
Sounds like a
Valenwood.
load of superstition to me.
Fine goods at fair prices.
Hail, chosen of the Queen. We have been expecting you. Queen Irene sent a missive detailing your arrival and orders. You are here to secure the staff of Magnus. Safe in our vault below the city. We have guarded it day and night. When you are ready, I shall show you into the vault. If you would follow me. The Divines walked at your side to pretend we're old friends catching up after a long absence. I don't want to blow my cover just asking for help.
Great acting.
I need an assistant to do some delicate tasks, and you've got the right look about you. I'm part of an undercover investigation into a string of thefts in Marbrook. The Artisan is a master of his profession. The Artisan targets local Aldmeri, so I draw suspicion. We must capture the Artisan before the Queen is targeted. Take my notes. Most Altmer wouldn't trust a wood elf with their money. Fair enough, but trust is the Dominion's foundation, is it not? We have to start somewhere. Have I ever? There's been a steady stream of Aldmer depositing valuables here since the thefts began. I'd like to see that. I'm an expert in security. No one can enter the bank without keys, and only I and my apprentice Nidris have them.
You approach knowing what you want. I was once like that not that long ago. Please share some gold with poor Kurlit. Kurlit hears and sees much, but it is difficult to recall when one's stomach rumbles so. Alas, he does not have the coin for food. This one did not serve the Dominion for 3 years to be treated like this. Fine. Kurlit saw Bosmer infiltrating the bank late at night.
Animal husbandry. One of the few jobs here that doesn't violate the Green Pact. But Marbrook's where the money is. You know what I think? That old banker Talqua paid a thief to steal from the rich Altmer so they'd pay to keep their valuables with them. Well, the Artisan only targets Altmer who don't use the bank. And don't forget, Talqua has that Bosmer apprentice of his to take the fall.
Always work to do. Keeps one very busy, yes? Oh, it is your lucky day. This one recently came into possession of one of the Artisan's messages, written in his own hand. Sozik does not run a charity. He has kittens to feed. As the Artisan's infamy grows, his signature will become highly valuable. Sozik understands. You have connections with a guild of like-minded.
Hello there.
The law of meat, hide, and bone obligates us to use every fleshy thing in the air, on the earth, and beneath the sea. Hence the superiority of Bosmer leathercraft.
It's hard to avoid it. Between you and me, I hope the Artisan never gets caught.
Because the thief's obviously a Bosmer. It would only strain relations in the Dominion, further than they've already been strained. Bosmer culture considers theft to be an art, and the closer the object to the victim's heart, the better the theft. And there's more than a few Bosmer who are unhappy with the Altmer building Marbrook and Valenwood.
heard an interesting story the other day.
Not another of your stories.
The wood elves deep in the forest
Sounds
say
like a
there's a
load of
being called the Wilder King who shapes Valenwood.
I sell to the nobility.
Right here.
I've grown tired of whining travelers.
I apologize in advance for any delay in service. My apprentice Nidras went upstairs to attend to personal business.
If you need banking services, my master Talqua can assist you downstairs. Ah, working with Sinar. I noticed you making friends in the market. If you figured it out, there's no use keeping up pretenses. My initial plan was to exercise the right of theft. I steal precious objects from the Aldmeri, then demand they leave Marbrook for their return. It turns out the Aldmeri don't respect the rights, so I return them. Now, I simply let Aldmeri hatred do the job for me. You'll know soon. Now, I tipped off the guards that the Artisan was in the bank, and here you are, sneaking about. I advise you leave.
Did you find out who the Artisan is? The bankers! Why didn't I see it before? You have my thanks for finding him. But now we have to deal with the mess he left behind. The bastard returned the stolen items to the wrong houses. He then sent anonymous letters to the victims framing the owners for the crime. They too easily believe their neighbors stole from them. And we've only just been able to prevent any violence. We must find those valuables. I appreciate the help. According to the letters, the items are in houses across Marbrook. You'll have to search carefully to find them.
How did they get the stone to move? Greetings.
Hail. I can't believe Callistil would stoop so low as to steal my heraldic cane just to score a few favors with the Queen in my absence.
Bobby! Aha! I caught you red-handed, Artisan. Thieves just can't help returning to the scene of the crime, can they? Pinning the blame on someone else? I won't fall for that. How do you explain those stolen goods you're carrying? You know Sinar? Well, this doesn't prove anything. You might have heard his name in relation to your own investigation. An excellent idea. I was just about to propose. Sinar is on the upper city tier, near the entertainment pavilion. You lead the way. I'm not so naive that I'd turn my back on a common criminal.
Hello there.
Yeah!
I have obtained the Artisan. No time to thank me. I must return to my round.
I ran, where have you been? No time for court intrigue, and now you rule as queen. She ran from the dresses, she ran from the pomp, she could not right stomach more high elven wrong. Our future leader sailed from our shores to High Rock, Skyrim, and more. Now what did she do while she was away? She met sword dancers and taught them to sway. Fought bears, ran dungeons, drank mead with the Nords, not once was she ever...
I can't believe he just blew my cover. Please tell me you have good news. Thanks, Stenda. Things were getting tense. I know you're not the Artisan, thanks to our careful investigations. You're free to go now. We'll return the items back to their original owners.
Go easy now.